Come in, Mary, have a seat.
Oh, thank you, doctor.
How are you going?
Much better now, thank you.
Good. Sorry, I know when I last spoke to you, you told me you had a fall. How's your wrist feeling?
Well, I'm feeling okay, thanks. My wrist is healing nicely. And look, I don't really have a lot of pain anymore, so it's almost gone actually.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that is really good. So have you found getting back into the everyday things okay, or is it affecting you, or?
Actually, now that the pain has eased off, I'm a little bit more mobile.
Okay.
Though I'm not involved with my sport like I would love to, because I'm a bit scared.
Yeah.
And so I still help with my grandchildren, but I'm very careful in what I do now.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Well, I understand why you feel a little bit apprehensive about getting to physical things, especially after a big fall.
Mm-hmm. You just kind of lose your confidence when that happens.
Yeah, definitely. From what you told me, your doctor had prescribed you, because he diagnosed you with osteoporosis, and he prescribed you with HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy. Have you started that treatment?
I actually have. I started the HRT, I've taken the calcium, doing the drops, and it's only been a few days, so yeah.
Okay, so when you contacted me, you discussed and explained to me that you were going to do the HRT, but you wanted to find some more natural ways to deal with your osteoporosis and help with bone density and all that sort of, all the issues that come along with having osteoporosis and with aging in general.
Yeah.
So what I did is I carried out some of my own research on osteoporosis to see if I could find some more natural ways to help combat the symptoms of osteoporosis and help alongside your hormone replacement therapy, so not replacing it, but complementing what the doctor's already given you. So 3 things. Some of the research that I took on was calcium, so actually dairy. So when it comes to dairy products are really great for people who have got bone issues, because dairy products, they have a lot of calcium in it, and it's quite bioavailable, which means that when you have dairy, your bones and your body are more likely to take it up from a dairy source than some other supplementary sources sometimes. So if you're not already, which I don't know, and we'll get to that, calcium has been shown to help with bone formation and to help strengthen the bones, which is what we need to do in this case to help prevent fractures and everything else. Another thing to do was, that I'd really like to do with you, is to put some exercise in.
I think the exercise would probably work for me. I'm not really a dairy person, but I do take calcium supplements. But now that you're saying that it's more likely to take it from the actual dairy product than the supplement. Probably something I need to think about.
Yeah, well, dairy is also shown not just to have calcium, but it has other things like vitamin D in it. It has phosphates, and all these things help with bones.
Right.
So it's not just the one thing, which is calcium. It actually has other minerals within dairy that all work together to help with bones. So that's why I think dairy is important in someone's diet, especially for osteoporosis, just because one, probably easier access, and you can put it in your everyday diet. But obviously, if you struggle to get it within your diet, then supplementing is obviously another option, because some people struggle to meet the requirements in their dairy products. So that's another thing we can do.
That's me.
The exercise, like you said, would be a good one. Exercise has shown that when you put weight resistance training, or when you do weight resistance training, that your bones, it helps your bones form new bone. Because obviously our bones break down as we get older, and especially in post-menopausal women, the bone loss increases. So when it comes to exercise, it helps remodeling of the bone, and it helps new bone to form. And it decreases the chances of fractures, because what you've done is you've strengthened all the muscles as well, which means that you're less likely to have a fall because you've gained strength, if that makes sense. And the last one that I kind of looked at was sunshine. Do you get outside much?
I do and I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the things about our bones is one of the most important vitamins we have is vitamin D. And vitamin D mainly comes from the sun. It can come from food, but it's smaller doses. Most of it comes from the sun. So sunshine has shown that it increases your vitamin D absorbency, and it regulates the concentration of your calcium and your phosphates already in your body, which is, like I said before, important when you think of it coupled with dairy, because dairy has calcium and phosphates in it. The vitamin D would help on top of that to kind of bring that all together. And of course it improves bone density. So just getting out for like 10-15 minutes a day shows that it can help.
So like just going for a walk or something like that? Yeah,
definitely. So and they're three things that I'd really like to put forward towards you. I know they seem really, really simple, but sometimes the simplest things are honestly...
Well, I'm for the simple rather than taking medication.
Yeah, well, too much medication. You know, obviously you're on the hormone replacement, but you don't want to overdo it. Sometimes simple is better.
Sure.
Especially easier to stick to when you don't have 10,000 things to do.
That's correct.
So the diet plan that I'd love to put you on, or we can work on together actually, is trying to find ways to put dairy into your diet. Maybe not heaps, but try and do as much as we can without, you know, putting you out. Because I know you don't love dairy, but you said something about, but they come in veggies and things like that as well. How do you feel about veggies and fruits and stuff like that?
Is that a fact? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so, we can probably find it in other sources other than our fruits and stuff like that.
I don't enjoy, I'm not really enjoying the salads very much.
Okay.
The fruit and things. So there's a lot of stuff. I suppose I'll have to change.
Well, we can find some ways around it. So for instance, like, let's have a look. So one of the goals of one of the goals of our things is that we kind of want to increase your bone mass density. So what we want to do is we want to increase your bone mass by adding things like calcium and vitamin D. So way we can do that obviously is through our diet. So how do you feel like almonds? Do you like almonds?
I do. I love almonds, and I do have a fair bit of them.
Okay, great. Well, that's good because almonds are quite high in calcium, which is really good. So I've written that on your Sound Food plan. Do you drink much milk or yogurt or anything like that?
I can't stomach yogurt at all.
Okay.
I would drink an occasional glass of milk.
Okay.
But
so if you had like a smoothie in the morning with milk, like so like if you had like a banana smoothie or something like that, you could do that.
Well, I probably have to try it. I haven't done it yet.
Okay, or cereal with milk.
Cereal with milk.
Okay,
yeah.
So that's a good way of doing it. So you're still getting that fibre, you're still getting all that healthy things, or assuming that we're choosing a really healthy cereal.
Sure.
But with milk, that's one way to do it.
Okay.
A snack like almonds, like you said, you eat almonds, so that's a really good one. At lunchtime, you could have something like, do you eat cheese?
Not heaps of it. I do, but it's not my favourite.
Okay, so we only really have to get in maximum of 3 servings of some kind of dairy. So if we've got like almonds, which is your calcium, your milk, or in your cereal, which is or your dairy, some kind of cheese like cheese and crackers, or cheese on your sandwich, or something like that. That's a good way of doing it. And like if you can put yogurt in there, I know you can't really do it, but we can leave that one to the side, but some kind of dairy.
Sure.
Because there's cheese, there's milk, there's yogurt, there's a whole lot of dairy products we put in there. But I know you said you don't really like veggies and fruit. So
it's not really veggies per se, it's a salad aspect of the lettuce, tomato, and that. I would eat the broccoli and
okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, well great, because there's lots of foods with so like foods that are really high in calcium that would be really good would be like cauliflower, coriander. Do you cook with a lot of coriander?
I do actually.
Eggs. So eggs in the morning or something like that would be really, really good as well.
Eggs I can handle.
And then even like if you're not really into salads, soups are really good because you're still getting all those nutrients and it's hearty.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we can do things like that. So I would do like veggie stir fries with the things that I was talking about, like the cauliflower or broccoli.
Calcium.
The green veggies are the ones
Sure.
that are really high in calcium.
Okay.
I mean, the green veggies are just high in pretty much everything
Sure.
that you want. So like veggies that like